In this video I am going to talk about the first stage of rehabilitation after an anterior cruciate ligament reconstruction.
Enroll in our online course now, link is in the video description.
Hi and welcome back to PhysioTuners. The goal in the first stage of rehabilitation is regaining normal joint function, and you should be focusing on decreasing swelling, reaching full extension, reaching normal patellofemoral joint motion, selective quadricep control and normal walking gait. You can start with mobility exercises like heel slides and knee extensions with a towel underneath the backside of the knee. If needed, you can mobilize knee extension or patellofemoral joint manually. Patients need to use crutches until they can walk symmetrically. Cycling on an ergometer is allowed. Primary function of the cycling in this stage is warm-up and/or as a mobilization. Isometric, concentric and eccentric exercises are allowed in this early stage in a closed chain. Be careful with open chain knee extension exercises. After 4 weeks they are allowed in a small range of motion from 90 to 45 degrees. Every week 10 degrees of extension can be added. So after 5 weeks you can do leg extension from 90 to 35 degrees and a week later to 25 degrees and so on. When the reconstruction was done with a patella bone patella graft, external resistance is allowed after 4 weeks. In a hamstring graft reconstruction, however, resistance is only allowed after 12 weeks. These limitations are described due to the fact that in the early stage you don't want to strain the new graft too much. In normal daily life, the graft will experience harmless strain already during sitting and standing up from a chair and stair walking. In your training in the first 3 to 4 weeks, it's safest to train in a range of 0 to 60 degrees of flexion in your squat and/or your leg press exercises. Open chain exercises like active leg raises and side-lying abductions don't strain the ACL and can be performed from the first week on. The ACL does not only have a mechanical function. 2.5% of the ligament are made up of mechanoreceptors, thus it has a neuromuscular function in the joint as well. These receptors are responsible for detection of positional changes in the joint, like in end-range positions where they facilitate protective reflexes. After an ACL injury, there is no new ingrowth of mechanoreceptors. Therefore, it is important to start with neuromuscular training like balance exercises in an early stage. Now we're going to demonstrate a couple of exercises that can be used in the first stage of the rehab. the end of this stage, the knee range of motion should be 120 to 130 degrees of flexion and 0 degrees of extension. The patient must be able to selectively control the quadriceps muscles and be able to walk symmetrically without crutches. Evaluative questionnaires you can use in this stage are the FAST scale, the IKDC and/or the COAS. The scar tissue should be monitored for abnormalities and there should be decreased or no swelling. Normally this stage takes up to 6 to 8 weeks. Alright, this was our video on the first stage of rehabilitation after an ACL reconstruction. Click on the video right next to me to continue to stage 2. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, feel free to like and share this video if it was helpful to you. You can find more info about us on our website or on our other social media channels. This was Kirsten for PhysioTutors. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!